The planet Luvira had long been considered a dead world, barren and weak. Its skies were thick with ash, and the oceans were acidic. But hidden beneath the surface, the Lurans, a fragile alien species, struggled to survive. Their bodies were delicate, their voices soft, and their technology primitive. Centuries of war and disease had left them nearly defenseless. Galactic observers passed over Luvira, noting its decline, and whispered among the stars that the Lurans were a race destined for extinction. No civilizations offered aid. No fleets came to defend them. Their plight was considered insignificant by the grand alliances that ruled the galaxy. The humans, however, did not view the universe the same way. They had crossed countless systems, enduring harsh worlds and brutal environments, thriving where others perished. They were strong, adaptable, and surprisingly resilient. Word of the Lurans reached a human exploratory fleet, led by Commander Darren, a man known for his audacity and keen sense of opportunity. When the humans landed on Luvira, they found cities collapsed into dust, fields choked with strange fungi, and water sources poisoned by years of neglect. The Lurans, barely taller than a human child, emerged timidly from shelters, their eyes wide with fear and hope. The first contact was cautious. The Lurans spoke in soft tones that the human translators struggled to capture. They begged for nothing more than survival, unable to understand why a race as dangerous as humans would even pause to help them. The human crew did not ask for treaties or technology. They only observed, studied, and quietly prepared. Humans were not gentle by nature, but they were resourceful. They built filtration systems for water, constructed shelters capable of withstanding the planet's acidic rains, and taught the Lurans to cultivate hardy crops that could grow in the poisoned soil. What the Lurans did not understand was that the humans thrived on challenge. The harsher the environment, the more the humans adapted and grew stronger. Months passed, and the humans worked tirelessly. Some Lurans remained skeptical, having long been abandoned by other races. But slowly, their fear turned to cautious admiration. The human strength was evident in every structure they raised, every field they reclaimed, and every storm they survived. The turning point came when a natural predator, enormous and nightmarish, emerged from the swamps. The Lurans had no defense. Their weapons were tiny, incapable of piercing its thick hide. Panic swept through the remaining villages. The humans did not hesitate. They hunted the beast with strategies and coordination that the Lurans had never seen. Humans leapt into danger without hesitation, striking with precision and enduring wounds that would have killed any Luran. The predator fell, and the Lurans watched in awe. For the first time in generations, they realized that these humans were not just strong in body, but in spirit. They understood danger in ways the Lurans could not even imagine. As years passed, the humans and Lurans coexisted. The humans taught more than survival. They shared tactics, organization, and endurance. They never sought to dominate or control. They only demanded resilience, and the Lurans, inspired by their protectors, learned to endure. Other alien civilizations occasionally observed the humans on Luvira. They had left the Lurans to perish, but humans had not. They whispered about humans being dangerous predators, carnivorous and relentless, yet here they were, defenders of the weak. Slowly, the reputation of humanity spread across galaxies, not just as hunters and conquerors, but as saviors of the Forsaken. Over decades, the Lurans transformed. Their technology advanced, their cities rose once more, and their society grew resilient. But they never forgot the humans who had saved them. Statues were erected, stories were told, and songs were sung, celebrating the strange, tenacious creatures who had come from the stars to fight where no one else would. Commander Darren, now older and bearing scars from countless battles on Luvira, looked over a thriving city and nodded. The humans had not sought reward or recognition. They had simply thrived where others failed, and in doing so, lifted a helpless race from the brink of extinction in the end. The humans departed, leaving the Lurans capable of defending themselves. Yet the legacy remained. Humans were feared for their ferocity, but also revered for their courage. Luvira became a symbol in galactic history, a world saved not by diplomacy or treaties, but by the relentless strength and will of humans who refused to forsake those others had abandoned. Across the universe, the lesson was clear. Strength, resilience, and a willingness to act could turn the helpless into survivors. And the carnivorous humans, fearsome as they were, became a beacon of hope for those whom no one else would fight for. The Lurans would never forget. Every generation knew that their survival had been a gift. And that gift had come from a race that thrived on adversity, a race that no one else dared to trust, a race whose hunger for life was matched only by their capacity to protect it.